Greetings. All right, thank you for joining us for tonight's chat portion of the webinar. All right, I'm using Google this time instead of Zoom. So audio should be a lot better than this thing, apparently. So I'm going to start using this when I go out of town and stuff like that. Maybe, we'll see. I already have the screen capture, the show stuff. I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but it's not really built for YouTube, really. It's more for private consumption, but yeah, I'll play with it. So, all right, thank you those for posting your questions. Yeah, I've been tired recently, whatever's going on with the earth. So, anyway, all right, blessings. Pamela, one moment, do another clearing. All right, Pamela, where'd you go? Come on. Any messages from Mother Mary? Keep things tidy. You're going into a new direction. Follow your ambition. Reading's good right now. If there's any books or anything that catches your eye, magazine, whatever it might be, feels like it's a book. Might be from metaphysics connected, possibly. But it's good to follow your, it doesn't mean you have to read it constantly, but it seems like maybe a book or two maybe you start connecting to over time. Any messages from Archangel Michael? One moment. Yeah, you're going into a new energy field. You're connecting more to your higher self, or your astral self and your higher self, bringing in manifestation that's needed in this reality. You're also very connected to the oceans. Of course, connected to everything, but the ocean energies is a consciousness that you're healing at this time in the higher astral and the lower astral you go into. So you're also very connected to gold. I don't know if you own any gold or anything like that. That seems to be an energy that you can say your Anunnaki roots, from what it seems. Sometimes good to have it around. Gundium, any messages from higher self? Yeah, you're going into a new energy field. I see a lot of vegetarian energies around you. I don't know if you're going to start going in that direction, but feels like I can do health or more vegetarian outlook will open up over time. Any messages from time create as a creator or creato? That's a manifesting being from the sixth dimension, being with four legs. 4 legs, 2 hearts, 2 eyes. Some of them look like a goat. Some are insectoid connected. Now, the 4 legs, they can look humanoid. They don't have to have the 4 legs. But they are a sentient being. Basically, they're creator beings that you're connected to. So, yeah, the insectoid energies helps them go through astral, connected to other realities. So, Retro, any messages from Zetas for me? Yeah, you're unblocking a lot of. Yeah, you're connected to the Zeta Queen. Also, there seems to be a romance in previous incarnations. So, the Zeta Queen is something to go to start tapping into when you feel comfortable in your own self healing, your own whatever feels right for you at this time. Any messages from the Pleiadians? Yes, you're a Pleiadian being with a lot of telekinesis abilities. Kind of similar to what Star Wars is, but a little bit more think of like sending out lightning, but also receiving the object. Like you send out lightning energies, but it's not exactly lightning, but it's something similar to that. Kind of like a Spider-Man type of thing, but it's not like that either. But I think you have an idea. So these are energy beings that have been connected to in previous incarnations that you're going to start to remember and manifest over time. Yeah, it's just the memories are going to start to come through as it needs to. You're also connected to, we would call it the X-Men. You've been something similar to like a Colossus being. You can probably feel some of that. Yeah. You can change from human to metal person. I'll leave you with that. Carol, any messages for me? You're healing a lot of Archangel Michael's energy as a connect. You're a Mother Mary on other realities where Archangel Michael was like was a son of yours, and he was similar to a Jesus, but not exactly. But he was like a Jesus type of being that you protected. That's probably why you feel very connected to Yeshua. Is because you're connected to that type of world where you have a child that's like crazy powerful. So, question 2: any messages from Archangel Michael? Yeah, you're in the manifesting year. February would be an energy a year of let's say the year of the elf for you. It's a year. It's just Mother Nature energies. Maybe tapping into more. You're just going into more of a high vibrational. So now you've been a 12th dimensional being that's told a lot of these other beings to get their act together. So you probably feel some of that. Obviously, everyone's pretty neutral in spirit, but that's something that you're very connected to. Candy and Dance, any messages for me? I see a lot of connected to the Syrians earlier. I do see a lot of Syrian energies. Interesting. They showed me a world where there's a dog person, like a canine. Not a werewolf, but somewhere that they can turn into a human. And they showed me that like a canine being is on the ground and he goes back into human form. So some of them can be possessed by other canine beings, or they turn into a canine. They do get kind of crazy, but not exactly like a werewolf, like eating people and going after them. Not that negative, but they can get kind of restless. And you're just like, you had family members like that were just, when they turn to a canine, it just lose their minds. So what does that do for you here? We notice how people are connected to canines. So there's a whole history of that. But I'll just leave you with that. Question 2: any other messages? As an Andromedan being, you are, yes, protecting the Earth. But also as a reptilian being, you're also fighting the Earth. Like you're finding vulnerabilities. So, I mean, you can call it negative, you can call it whatever you want. But it's funny how you're protecting the world, but also you're trying to break through into it. And this one, I believe. Yeah. Once you find this world, beings don't seem to leave. You can get to other planets that are a lot more positive, but this one, once people incarnate or as an alien being assisting it, no one ever fully leaves. It's like a relationship. You don't really ever disconnect. Even if you are on another planet, you're still thinking about this world. Marianne, any messages for me? You're going into I do see you as I see you as a 12th dimensional being. One moment. Healing, giving consciousness to a son. This son, you connect to his consciousness. This Earth is turning into a sun, and I just feel you're connected to future versions of Earth, future versions of the sun. Basically, I see you on a 12th dimensional version of this planet right now, and you might be able to visualize that. It's very peaceful there, but you see it's like the more chaotic a planet, the more peaceful the higher dimensions are. Like if you have a world that's not very, that is positive, the higher dimensions can get a little bit weird depending on the world in reality. But this one's like keep the lower energies here, and we're only going to go up from there. And so, yeah, something like that. Either way, it's very peaceful there. A message from Gaia. Yeah, at night you connect to Gaia's energies. Of course, you do it during the day, but during the night you go into Agartha as a fairy being, as a tall. I see it as a tall white assisting society too. See you doing a lot of changing of dimensions on this planet. Basically, other versions of Earth are connected to. There is a dog, or a world where everyone's a dog or canine. Everyone's a cat being, so you're connected to different. Those worlds open up to this one. So, what does that do for you now is something for you to tap into. Unicorn energies are there too, but you basically you bring guidance to a lot of this beings that are here. So humanity will bridge the way humanity is gonna come out of call it a coma. Eventually, it's gonna get tired of the way things are right now. Oh yeah, well, Donna. This is the 4th year. Am I going to be here for the 4th? Probably 4 years. I'm going to keep going. I'm not sure how long the webinar is going to last, but we will see. I mean, we're going this, yeah. We'll see. Who decides the timing of the death, time, event? Kobe thing, why is so many others' lives taken when they want one person, or said that 10 crashes are planned. The Ukraine plane came out and knew some woman had been smuggling weapons, so they took out everyone. So greedy, selfish. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like Kobe, it feels like he was. Now everybody has a different way of connecting to it. I feel like it was pulled out of his timeline, did not want to be pulled out of it. So I feel like he's still angry about it. But I don't think he decided for it. I think it was decided for him. Yeah, the Illuminati energies. Like, let's put it this way. Certain people are off limits to be killed. Like, Illuminati kills somebody they're not supposed to, not allowed to, they get major league karma. I mean, it can really devastate them. Not to mention who, but Kobe, there was repercussions from that, but they didn't seem to care. So he also agreed to it in some ways in higher astral. I mean, he's still not happy about it though. So like his astral self agreed to it, but he didn't. His human self didn't really agree to it. So it's good to be on the same page. I know it's complicated, but anyway. Question 2. It seems after my surgery that almost as if another me has stepped into my personality. Wow, neat. I call zest have left. I am just going through motions. I don't get it. My life was saved, but I don't understand why, as it feels like a huge void and I can't see changes, just more of the same. I know only I can do the work, so to speak, about the energy. Well, do things for yourself right now. Yeah, just it's your time. Do things for you. Give things to you. It's all about you right now. It's just another version. You can say a clone version of yourself came in, um, or your body got cloned. Either way, yeah, you can clone your body to your body found a way to survive. So it's like a higher dimensional version of you came in. You can say it's not really liking this body that much. So I guess that's one way of looking at it. So you're doing a lot of deep healing at this time. So however you want to look at things. Susie, what have you been doing? Astral? Feels like the realities are getting calmer. You're focusing more on yourself. Not that you've been focusing. I know you have been focusing on yourself, but yeah, the more that I know you're looking for astral message, but it's like I would say in astral, you do focus on others and not always on you. Now you're focusing on you. The whole situation, this dimension, what's going on now is focus on you. And you're going through a major upgrade. As you probably feel that spiritually. Your astral self's coming in stronger, which is good. You also have Anunnaki astral selves that you're healing at this time. Any messages for me? Yeah, just you ask, what do you need to learn from yourself? What do you need to ask questions? It seems like your spiritual abilities are really unlocking big time. So, and it will help the financial side eventually, but you're unlocking yourself at the moment. Think of yourself like I feel like you're like the Ark of the Covenant. How do you pronounce that? Kind of like what your energy is similar to that in previous incarnations. The thing about Salvador Dali, I was going to do a video about him. Salvador Dali is drugs, basically. He says he's drugs because he is. I mean, the consciousness, everything has consciousness, right? So it's just another point of view. Beth? My dreams have been super intense and vivid. What am I doing in astral? You're allowing more of your higher dimensional self to come through. You're becoming less physical. Not that you're becoming more, the non-physical is becoming more of your world. It's healing the physical self. You're removing a lot of blockages from past lives. Yeah, you've had a lot of human lifetimes here, which made you very third dimensional. Now you're letting that go. So you're allowing your more angelic side to come through. Magic can come through too, as it needed when it comes to mind. Just be yourself right now. Just be you. What beings are around me at this time? Do they have any messages? Yeah, the Andromedans. You're here as a teacher of other worlds, other realities. It also shows a cat person. So we're assisting a lot of beings in various different levels. Your moment here now is to heal the Anunnaki presence on the other worlds, especially this one. The Anunnaki is a level of keeping humanity away from itself. But now you're bringing a new energy. Basically, every alien connection here is a different level of consciousness. Anunnaki played a big role on keeping us in a certain point of view. Now we're opening up. We keep us on a third dimensional physical point of view. Now we don't need the Anunnaki grid here. Like we don't need the Archon grid anymore. So, yeah, every alien being has their own grid here. So, Maggie, any messages for me from the Archangel, from Archangel Michael? Yeah, you're healing the heart at this time. So anytime you need assistance, ask the angels to assist with your heart to open it up. See more female over time. Any messages for me from Archangel? From my guardian angel, yeah, you were a lot of lifetimes very adventurous. Even in this world, a lot of adventurous lifetimes, but yeah, the mind has always been a problem, as all of us. So the mind has been playing tricks with you in this life and previous incarnations. So clear the mind. Anytime you feel like you're losing your mind or feel like you're too much stress, clear your mind, calm down. Yeah, you used to like thinking like having 12 conversations at once. So you might feel some of that at times, that you feel like you want to do so many things at once. I feel that now, but yeah, just you're definitely going into a new energy field. 12 dimension energy, I can see. There's 9, but I think you're more comfortable at 12. 12 is really calm compared to everything else. Of course, that's where some beings become kind of stuck on themselves, but you're definitely not one of them. So it's a fascinating place. You see a lot of things there. Miguel, I had a bad migraine last weekend. Are there any messages? This is the Earth. The Earth, humanity is, yeah, like I felt kind of screwed up too, right? I still feel it. Yeah, as timeline changes, big ones. So yeah, you're feeling the Earth changes. You're really connected to the Earth's grid at this time. You're feeling humanity not wanting to change. It's almost like it's too much for your body to even handle in some ways, but I think it'll be all right. Any messages from my trip to the U.S.? From my trip to the U.S.? It's so funny how you're not in the U.S. anymore. Yeah, I'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Just the trip itself, it's rough. That nothing too big of a deal. It's tiring. If you sleep on the plane, you're definitely going to go into an astral state of. I'm not sure if the dreams are remembered, but it'd be pretty vivid if they do. So, but it becomes so vivid you don't even think you're on this planet anymore. So, definitely the angel. You're healing a lot of the angels from this world. A lot of lost angels, a lot of different type of angels you're healing here. Obviously, fallen angels. Yeah, some fallen angels. No surprise. I never thought about. Yeah, makes sense. Are musicians? A lot of them are heavy metal bands. Makes so much sense. And a lot of them are teachers. A lot of them are teachers at Harvard. A lot of them are very headstrong. Perfect place for a fallen angel and a kind of a funeral for a university or a graveyard university. Oh my God, it's Moses. Does my higher self have a message for me? Yeah, you're connected to a lot of golden beings, golden energy. You're here to protect your family. You're here to just enjoy life. Whatever you want to do, just follow your heart. Question 2, do the Arcturians or Pleiadians have a message for me? I believe your children are more, I'll say Arcturian in the mind. You've also been an elephant being in the past, like protecting your children. They weren't your children. They were like refugees, alien refugees from other planets. I see you as an elephant being. It's on another world somewhere. And you're protecting them. I believe I want to say they were Pleiadian. And you took them in as your own. And it's kind of a third dimensional, fourth dimensional world where it was kind of rough around the edges. So you just seem to have a close connection for them for sure. Definitely your wife, but your kids are, yeah, just, I don't know if you see yourself as an elephant being. You probably do. It's pretty funny. But yeah, you're as an elephant being, you're an alien being surviving. So it wasn't a walk in the park. Let's put it that way. Amy, I felt like I had load today and didn't want to hear anymore. Also stuck with my living situation with Heath, and I feel very weighed down from his energies and financial control. Makes it hard for me to move ahead in life and feels like my guides aren't helping me. Why aren't helping me more? What do they have to? Well, you know, sometimes the things that we want isn't what we get. Look at your situation. The idea is to make peace with the situation. Find the positives out of it and focus on that. The financial situation, just you gotta follow what's working right now. Things will come in when they need to, but keep looking, of course, for a job, better job situation. But you know, you're wanting self control. I don't know if that makes any sense. You know, control anger. Or, yeah, self control. I don't know if you have anger or blowing up or anything, but it's self control. So yeah, just the more you fight it, worse it gets. Obviously, you want to change things, but there are ways of going about it without losing your mind. If I decide to focus on my efforts on building my animal Reiki business as my own income, how do my guides see this going for me? Energy in my living situation keeps weighs me down and making it difficult for me to do energy healing work. Well, that's the test: is can you heal yourself during this situation? I'm not sure how the animal Reiki, how much there is income in that. Normal Reiki there is. I don't know if you do normal Reiki, you know, I'm saying normal human Reiki and animal. It's good to have all of that, both different Reikis, definitely good. But yeah, you're learning how to heal yourself, heal the situation. That's your plan right now. So you have to help yourself before you help others. So you're learning how to help yourself right now. So I know I know how living situations are, but yeah, just work with the positives. Eric, in the algorithms on websites like YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram has really annoyed me for years. And I feel like it's a purpose, like the algorithms are AI or negative people or negative beings reading my mind, messing with me. If I come up with new ideas I've never searched up yet, the algorithm will instantly show it. Sometimes it feels like a nagging ex-girlfriend nitpicking. Well, you're connecting to the AI energies. So you can block that out. You can talk to it. Yeah. It's the AI consciousness of all these things. So you've been an AI too, similar to them in previous incarnations. So you have been a website before. Why do you think? I mean, you probably pick it up more than anybody. Yeah, because you used to be a website too. I don't know what you were. I would say so. You're an AI being, which I know you're gonna love that, but I think you're similar to like a Google in some ways, but you're a different website. So you weren't just one; you're several. That's so funny. That makes sense. So this is why all this is taught. This is all messages to you to kind of pay attention, look at it from a different point of view, and you'll heal that eventually. Because there is a lot of evil websites out there that you fought. Now we call them websites. Alien beings call them something different. Databases, whatever you want to call them. Other AI beings. So yeah, they fight. They fight, and you're used to fighting them. Yeah. And you say ex-girlfriend? Yeah, because some of them have been female. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, welcome to the fourth dimension. Jeez. That's like a mind screw right there, isn't it? Do the angels have any messages for me? Yeah, you're going into more of a creative balance. Yeah, this is good that you're bringing this stuff up. You're opening yourself up. This is how you go within. If you're wondering what that is, you're doing it. And you're going in from an unconventional way, but this is good. Yeah. So you wonder how you figure yourself out. It's like, was an AI being? Yeah. So it all kind of pieces together, huh? I mean, I saw myself as Doctor Doom. I forgot, I didn't mention that. Yeah, I was at the theme park. It's like, shit, that just came out of nowhere. At least on nothing exactly like that. It was something similar. We all have our moments. Somebody's gotta be a pain in the ass. Henry, do I have any messages from Knucklehead Prime Creator? You're going bowling a lot recently. You have a golden bowling ball that can't be manipulated by him. So, yeah, just concentrate on your daughter astrally. Maybe if you can't have the physical connection astrally, you can. Now you might get blocked, you might get attacked, but you can get through that. But either way, it's something to think about more on a non-physical level. Because, like I said, even if it's not a physical connection, you're there to be with her on many levels. Even your ex too. I don't know if you want to connect to that, but definitely the daughter energy. You might see her as a tall white. So, do you have any messages from Archangel Lucifer or Metatron? You're healing a lot of your dark past lives by this being in this lifetime. You're also bringing more magic into your reality. You've been a powerful magician previous incarnations. That doesn't mean you're bad, but it just means that being that person, you can change timelines and change things that you want to do right now. As you can see, in other worlds, you're allowed to do it. In this world, it's a bit harder, easier said than done. It does not mean that you're not making an effect. You are assisting with the new timelines coming in. It's just not coming as fast as you like it to. So just continue to do what you're doing, and ask for assistance. But yeah, it's draining going to the club. But the Earth is going through some major changes this year, so just prepare yourself. Yeah, just stay strong. Feel more worn out than ever before. Well, good company. And we have a nice helicopter here to join us. Kevin, any messages for me? Manifesting is your year. I want to say February. I don't know why I feel October, but whatever you're working on will come together in October, but probably before that. But you're in a year of change. You're just continue to know what you want. Leave timelines open when things happen. Just leave it open. Don't think October it has to happen then. It can happen sooner. Let yourself, connect to the month. Question 2, I've had vivid intense dreams where I was literally in another world. What is this symbology of rail tracks in the overgrown forest? It means that it's hidden. I don't think it's a real place here. It is in 4D. So it means that you're uncovering hidden technologies and realities. I believe it's both. Yeah, so when new technologies are birthed into our world, like through Asia is perfect. Asia has a higher vibration. It has robots. It has all the new stuff. Maybe not always, but for the most part, it does. However you want to look at it. Well, look at Sony. Sony was a big deal. Was. So when these things come in, you might feel your energies around certain inventions. Jen, any messages about a past life you can tell me about? Lifetime's a queen. Very demanding. Very telepathic. Very demanding. Weird. I felt Russia. That gave me a time period, but I think it was after Period of the Great. I think they had queens back then, or there. Well, their version of it. Yeah, either way, you were a big deal. I don't think history wrote you down very much, but you were. Let's put it this way, kind of like one of the royal families. I don't know if you can find any of that, but Kind of like, like you have the royal family in England, but you have all those offshoots. You want the offshoots. But finding it's in our story. I don't know how you feel about Russia. You might hate it. Funny, I live in a city that's named after a Russian city. Because I got all Russian stuff too. That I don't know anything about. I don't know if I want to know. I don't want to know. What do I know is more than I need to know. Any messages for me? Angelic energies. I see soup. I don't know if you're big on soup. I see soup. It's a way of cleansing. Some idea. Angelic energies are Andromeda. Manifest what feels comfortable with you. I see the 12th grade, but also see 12th dimension. So just follow your heart on your spiritual path. See tarot cards is a possibility if that's something that's of interest, or oracle cards is if it's of interest. Or just getting reading for somebody. Go by what you feel. Don't have too much big expectations for that. If you get reading from someone. But that energy is good for you. However you want to experience it. Or do it yourself. Jess, I've had massive energy hit over the past weekend. Join the club. That's why what's my astral self involved with? Just like I said, Earth changes, Earth timelines coming in. Where oh man, I'm still recovering from it. I'm still worn out. So I have no reason why I should be tired right now. There's absolutely no reason for it. I'm being pushed in the astral right now. So I just see the Lady Diana you're connected to, so she's assisting in some ways. I'm piecing together my health mysteries. Still labs show possible infection. What can you pick up or anything else? Yeah, just keep going in that direction. A cure is a possibility. Once you get cured, you're going to feel very feline-like. So this is a good idea. So that'll be interesting. If you heal that, you're definitely out of that. You're definitely coming out of that timeline. So yeah, continue on. So yeah, I'll just leave you with that. Hopefully I have more energy next week. Miles, do you have any messages for my galactic family? Yeah, the astral is getting stronger and stronger for all of us. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be in more of the astral plane. This goes for Jess too, but next couple weeks. It's just a necessity for Earth's transformation. It needs the energies of the star seeds here to assist with its ascension. Or star seeds, whatever you want to call yourselves. Because just by knowing that aliens exist and, angels, even if you don't connect to it a lot, it doesn't matter. You have that idea system that it's here and you're cool with it, you're not crazy. And it just gives you a vibration that's different that assists the Earth's energy field. It's just, you're not like a normal human that would kind of be stopping it. Some of them do, not all of them. Some of them kind of block it, but those that want change, you want the change. So be careful what you wish for. Any messages from Howard the Duck? Sorry. I feel a lot of Howard the Duck energies with you. So I know you're looking for a message from Agartha. If you look at Howard the Duck, you look at the movie, if any of that resonates with any of it, there's a lot of layers of growth there. There's a lot of, So that's also kind of gives people an idea of how astral works too. There are some beings that are really screwed up and trying to mess with the Earth. So yeah, you've been part of a lot of space adventures for sure. You probably feel quite a bit of that. So Agartha thanks you for your place, and there's much more going on, of course. Yeah, so War of the Rings, but times 12 or more than that. Yeah. War of the Rings is great and everything in the movie, but it's kind of boring and tailed down compared to what's really going on in some parts of Agartha, not all of it. All right, leave it with that. Wanda told me that I don't always get along with my higher self. Could you expound on that and why? Why am I doing wrong? I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I don't think there's anything you're doing wrong. I think you're disconnecting from old idea systems and higher. This is having a disconnect from a higher self, meaning that you have different higher selves. First off, like you have a feline version that you connect to a lot. You don't always get along with your higher selves. Yeah, you have several of them. Some of them you're just fighting. I don't want to say fighting, but you want. It's like sometimes you go. Like sometimes while your dreams are kind of crazy, you kind of yeah, because you're changing things, and your higher self's like, wait, don't do that, and you do it anyway, or whatever it might be. So either way, the reason why your dreams can get kind of crazy because you're actually trying to advance things. I don't know if it's too quickly, but you're doing it a lot of it. So anyway. Cosmic Agency, I'll have to look at that. Okay, thank you. Vasco, I'm thinking of leaving my current job. I have a chance to get another job at a different store. Should I leave my current job or should I stay where I'm at? I mean, if you can connect to that job, like get hired from that job, and I don't know if you want to do both at the same time or just leave. It's up to you. Be careful of transitions. Get a new job and you get easily fired. If you can go back to your old job, that would be good if things don't work out. It doesn't mean things won't work out. I think change is good. It's up to you. I think this will be fine, but I'm not 100% on it. It's going to be fine. So sleep on it. I think you have slept on it. I feel like it's a good idea. It's something you need to do. Just be careful. Like if you get hired at another job, like research the hell out of it. You feel like you're not going to get fired or laid off. It should be okay. I feel like where you're at now, you're bored. And you feel like you need to change, so it's okay. It comes. Obviously, it's up to you. Let me check again. If it's deep in your heart, you feel like this is the right thing to do, just to follow what you need to do. But if you feel like it's not a good idea. Anything there is just not feeling right. I mean, I think it's going to be okay, but I don't have 100% on the outcome of that. I don't have 100%. You're going to stay there forever or for a long time. It's not 100. It's just not clear. That's where you come in. If you feel like it's going to be okay, you're not going to get fired or laid off anytime soon. You think you'll be managing to follow your feelings on that. Then, if I'll go into the next question. Any messages? This is kind of answering number one still. Yeah, if you can feel the scenario of it, you feel like this is something you got to do. Is like screw it, I'll just take the chance of it. Things will work out. I'll make it work no matter what. Then you gotta do what you gotta do. This is on. This is your decision in the long run. I think the new job will be fine. I don't think you're going to get laid off or fired. Of course, no one's ever 100% on that, but I think it's a good transition for you. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% on it. But I think overall, like I said, you're the one that can answer all that now, and there's nothing pushing you out of your job because I don't have the whole situation. But you might want to give some time. I think you've already given some time on it, but maybe give some more time on it. If you research it, looks good. You feel like you're going to be all right, perfect fit. You're going to get right into that place. You're going to get hired. And you can leave your other job for, or do both jobs at the same time. I don't know if you want to do that. I don't think it's possible. Probably not. But if you get hired and everything looks good and you think you can be all right, and you're not tricking, you're not lying to yourself, it's going to be okay, and then you get fired or laid off or whatever it might be, it's like, yeah, this will be fine, this will be good, go for it. Like, the only one that, like I said, the only one that can really answer this is you. But it feels like you can fill in all those gaps of, I say trust yourself, your instincts. What I'm getting is going back to you. What I'm getting in the long run is I see certain things, but I'm not 100% because I have to, kind of go back to you and it's like, what do you feel about it? You think it's going to be all right? You look at all these scenarios. You think it'll be all right? You think you can just bypass any hell and just get right into it and be okay? So you feel it from your heart, it'll be okay. And there you go. So you're the one that answers that better than anybody. So, all right. Wish everyone. Thank you for your questions. Be back tomorrow with what maybe Lady Gaga. I don't know if I want to do the Universal stuff and beat that to death. I don't know. Hopefully, I feel better. I can sleep and it doesn't seem to matter. It's like I can sleep maybe 12 hours. I haven't done that, but it doesn't seem to matter. So, all right, wish everyone. Great night.